In the 6th century, the Arabian Peninsula occupied a unique and often misunderstood position within the ancient world. Geographically, it stood at the intersection of major spheres of influence. To the north lay the Byzantine Empire, heir to Roman administration and Christian theology. To the east stretched the Persian domains, shaped by imperial bureaucracy and Zoroastrian tradition. To the south and west ran maritime routes that linked the Mediterranean basin with East Africa, India, and beyond. Arabia was not isolated from these worlds. It was connected to them economically, culturally, and intellectually, yet it remained largely outside direct imperial control. Unlike its powerful neighbors, the peninsula was not governed by centralized authority. There were no standing armies enforcing uniform law, no imperial capitals dictating policy across vast territories. Instead, power was distributed locally, among tribes, extended families, and respected elders. Social order rested on kinship, reputation, and mutual obligation, rather than on institutions imposed from above. This fragmentation was not merely political, it was environmental. Much of the peninsula was defined by arid climate, scarce water sources, and landscapes that resisted large-scale agriculture. These conditions limited the growth of permanent urban centers and encouraged patterns of mobility instead. Life in Arabia demanded resilience. Survival depended on the ability to move, to follow seasonal routes, to remember the locations of wells and oases, and to navigate terrain where mistakes could prove fatal. Knowledge was preserved not primarily through written records, but through memory. Transmitted orally, reinforced through practice, and guarded carefully by those who understood its value. Restraint, too, was essential. Excess could not be sustained in an environment of scarcity. Patience, moderation, and cooperation were not moral abstractions. They were practical necessities shaped by the land itself. That the journeys of the Arabian caravans took place, and that the early formation of a remarkable historical figure quietly began. Mobility was central to life in Arabia. Caravans connected the Hijaz with Greater Syria, carrying essential goods. Leather, cloth, spices, and agricultural produce across vast and demanding terrain. These journeys followed long-established seasonal routes shaped by climate, water sources, and experience. Trade was not simply economic. For many tribes, it was a means of survival. Continuity and learning. According to early Islamic historical sources, one such journey was undertaken by Abu Talib, a respected elder of the Quraysh tribe in Mecca, known for his integrity and sense of responsibility within his community. As the uncle and guardian of his nephew, Muhammad, Abu Talib carried a dual obligation: to protect the child and to prepare him for the realities of adult life in a trading society. It was for this reason that Abu Talib chose to bring the young boy with him. On a commercial journey northward into Greater Syria, a region that represented both economic opportunity and exposure to cultures beyond the Hijaz, Muhammad was still very young, approximately 12 years of age, when he joined the caravan. The journey was not intended as a test, nor as a display of ambition. It was, rather, a form of apprenticeship, an introduction to travel, to responsibility, and to the ethical conduct expected of those who moved between peoples, markets, and traditions. In the world of Arabian trade, such experiences were understood to shape character long before adulthood. As the caravan continued its journey northward, the movement remained steady and unhurried. Days passed beneath an open sky, shaped by heat, distance, and routine. It was during this stage of the journey, according to tradition, that something subtle was observed. Travelers later recalled that a cloud appeared to provide shade over the young Muhammad, offering shelter as the caravan moved beneath the sun. At the time, the detail drew little attention. In a world accustomed to hardship, quiet signs were often noted only in memory. The caravan eventually approached the region of But, a town in southern Greater Syria, long known as a crossroads of trade, learning, and religious thought. Situated along a major commercial route, Busra connected Arabian merchants with the wider Mediterranean and Near Eastern worlds. Nearby lived a Christian priest, remembered in Islamic tradition as Buhaira or He was not a merchant, but a man devoted to study.
Walks the path of truth.
Familiar with earlier scriptures and the expectations they carry.
But in the quiet breeze.
According to Islamic historical accounts, Buhaira observed the approaching caravan and noticed features that distinguished it from others he had seen. He is said to have invited the travelers to pause and rest, directing his attention toward the young boy, traveling with his uncle, Abu in the child. Buhaira recognized signs described in ancient texts, signs associated with a future prophet. Among these were the unusual shade that appeared to accompany the boy, and a physical mark known as the seal of prophethood, located between his shoulders. Buhaira is reported to have spoken privately with Abu, conveying a warning of great seriousness. Cautioned that if the boy's identity became known to those well-versed in prophetic traditions, his safety could be at risk. In particular, Buhaira warned of potential danger from groups who might seek to harm the child. If they recognized the signs he had observed, he urged Abu Talib to end the journey to meet him and to return with his nephew to Mecca, emphasizing the need for protection above all else. Abu Talib is said to have taken this counsel seriously. As both guardian and uncle, he chose to shorten the journey and return back toward Mecca. No public declaration followed. The caravan simply returned south, its purpose quietly altered. Within Islamic tradition, This encounter stands as an early moment of recognition, not of public mission, but of responsibility. A decision made in silence would later echo across history.